Hello Internet, welcome back to one more episode of Bazzle Spotlight with this wonderful, brilliant Lunala team with the Kangaskhan. I have had some issues with my capture card after Wednesday's video. Normally it's sort of like if I get it working, then I can keep it working for a few hours at least while I record a bunch of videos. After Wednesdays, it stopped working, so I have persevered. We're back. Because I did want to finish this week off. I did want to finish it properly. I wanted a video for today. So, without recording, I have won some more games. I've lost some more games, as you can see on there. I think we're probably about roughly the same as we were after we finished Wednesday's video. But yeah, we've had issues. This capture card is frustrating to say the least. Normally, like the wire in the back, connect it to the capture card. Normally, like it requires like a lot of wiggling to get it in the perfect spot, and I'll try and hold it in place with like my wallet, and that'll sort of keep it hidden there. But the wallet's not even there this time. I don't know how the wire is still connected. I don't know how it's still working. But we'll find someone with a pretty low rating, but a pretty good team from Mexico. Yeah, so hopefully the capture card stays working. But he didn't have a very good rating, but this is exactly the European winning team. And this is a team that I think can give us some issues, because our main way to deal with his Xerneas is our Nihilego, like his I suppose. But that's the sort of us cards with Earth Power, and that'll just one-shot my Nihilego. So I need to be smart about this. And actually, since there was a similar team like last week, I think, and I sort of realized soon after not leading Nihilego that I should have led with Nihilego. So I am going to lead with Nihilego. Nihilego and Kangaskhan. Because then if he does try and Geomancy, I can Rock Tomb it back down. I can trade Fake Out or stop his Fake Out. I think Lunala looks okay here as well. And I think Groudon looks alright too. So we'll go with these four this time. And we'll see if Nihilego can actually do something for us. Because yeah, this obviously it's a solid team. So we need to be worried about it. But I think we have seen, haven't we, the item on my Nihilego? Their team, the European winning team, was Zed Rock Nihilego. This is Zed Poison, and that's exactly the lead that I expected. A very common lead in Incineroar Finny. Normally they sit there thinking, oh, we're okay, we can take a Sludge Bomb with the Finny. If anything, it's the Incineroar that's maybe threatened here. But I'm still going to fake it out, just to be on the safe side. I don't want to take any Icy Winds. But I'm going to stop any Icy Winds. I'm going to stop anything. And I'm just going to Acid Downpour this Finny, which should knock it out straight away. Kangaskhan's at -1. Not the biggest issue, because if it brings in Rayquaza or Xerneas, I'll survive attacks. I can Rock Tomb them back down if the Geomancy. I can Rock Tomb the Rayquaza to put it slower than my Groudon. And Nihilego, more importantly. And here's the Acid Downpour. Yeah, so we did try and Fake Out there. And this should get the Tapu Fini. More powerful than the Helping Hand Sludge Bomb. This does get the one-shot. But yeah, it's nice. I mean, it's nice to see, like, all the members doing something. Like, it's nice that this is a team that, like, it's the first team in a long time that I've built, like, from scratch as well, if you see what I mean. Like, all my recent teams have been based on, like, my 16 Worlds team and similar, maybe other, Gravity, whatever other teams in the past. But this is, like, a brand new team that I've built literally from nothing. And I like it. So here's the Rayquaza. Now you got to imagine he's gonna go for an Earth Power into Nihilego. So I'm gonna Rock Tomb his Rayquaza and just protect here, which will bring him. Bring him slower, obviously, than both my Pokemon. But I'm just wondering. I am -1. I'm just wondering if a -1 Frustration and a +1 Sludge Bomb will get Rayquaza the next turn, because I do need to keep my Nihilego safe for his Xerneas in the back. And he did go for an Earth Power. He's maybe just U-turning with Incineroar. Yeah, looking at that. Frustration, yeah, I don't think Frustration and... Okay, a Flare Blitz. It's nice to see an Incineroar just going for an attack instead of U-turning all the time. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to knock that Rayquaza out with a Sludge Bomb and Frustration. But do I have to? Because if I Power Gem into the Incineroar, I think that will get it. I can just get some chip damage on the Rayquaza. If I lose my Nihilego, okay, it's got Xerneas, but I can just Rock Tomb it. I have still got both Groudon and Breloom in the back. I think I'm okay losing Nihilego here. Am I? Or is it silly for me to lose it here unnecessarily? I think it's silly for me to lose it unnecessarily. I'm going to put Lunala in. Talked myself out of that last minute. Well, I might regret. I mean, I maybe should have just gone for a Power Gem in there. I don't think this guy is, making any reads or calls or anything. That would have been close, actually. And he has made a nice call to not Earth Power Nihilego there. Okay, I mean, that's not. I'm pretty sure that Rayquaza's got like only four attack EVs. So maybe that Dragon Ascent didn't matter, but okay, we just made things a bit more interesting, hasn't it? I still think we're okay though, because I can bring Groudon in now, get rid of his Delta Stream. So an Ice Beam will definitely knock out that Rayquaza. He is at -1 now, so he's essentially not got his Assault Vest. A Moon Ice Beam might get that too. And I'm hoping an Earth Power will knock out his Incineroar, which he should do. That's not an Assault Vest Incineroar, so Earth Power should get it. So I will just go for a safe Earth Power there. And he's at -1. Special Defense and Defense. A Psyshock will definitely get it. An Ice Beam will definitely get it. A Moongeist Beam will be stronger on the Xerneas in the back. But I don't need it to be. I'm just going to Psyshock. Psyshock definitely gets it. I don't need to be fancy. I don't even need to Ice Beam. Psyshock will definitely get it. And yeah, it does more. It does more to the Xerneas there. But he'll get the Rayquaza back in. Like, I'm assuming that a Psyshock will knock it out. Maybe it won't, actually. Maybe I should have gone for an Ice Beam. Because without the drop, Ice Beam might still get it. I mean, this is an interesting position, actually. If Psyshock doesn't knock out his Rayquaza, and he does Geomancy, he's just won the game. Because he can just Moonblast my Lunala, Waterfall my Groudon. Maybe I should have locked into Ice Beam then. I don't think it matters if I protect Groudon or not here, because I need the Psyshock to knock out the Rayquaza. Yeah, maybe Ice Beam would have been better. Let's just try and knock out the Rayquaza then. I mean, maybe could I switch Lunala into Nihilego there to come back in with Ice Beam? And he decides to crunch my Lunala. So, okay. Yeah, I think, yeah. He should have waterfalled my Groudon there and Geomancied. Did he Geomancy? He did Geomancy. So, wow, yeah, that was... I wonder... I mean, this is the problem with this team. Like, I mean, I've said many times that, like, Nihilego is my answer for Xerneas. And when there is something like an Assault Vest Rayquaza there, which is a big issue for this team, I've said many times, with Earth Power, I'm kind of checked there. If he had gone for a Waterfall into Groudon, it would have knocked it out. He would have still had Rayquaza, and it would have been Nihilego and Lunala against his Rayquaza and Xerneas. Xerneas, I wonder if a Dazzling Gleam would have got my Lunala. Oh, it's just Geomancy, doesn't he? That's clear smog. Because maybe if he Dazzling Gleamed and that didn't get my Lunala, I think it probably would have done. We would have been okay. But maybe he had to Moonblast my Lunala. But even still, if he Moonblasted and not the Lunala. Rayquaza's just hitting. Yeah, he would have won the game. So that's funny, that isn't it? Going back to the turn where I was thinking, yeah, I don't need to Ice Beam here. I did need to Ice Beam, assuming Ice Beam would have knocked him out. I mean, that was a Psy Shock, which does hit on the physical side. Would have been close actually. Okay. I feel like that was a bit of a shaky game. I feel like that was a bit of a sloppy game actually by me. But you know, let's do one more game and we can make some good through this. Finish on the high. Unova is the land of. Oh, here we go. Here's a good opponent with a good rating. With an Aselgor. Ooh, okay. I'm watching an Aselgor. Pheromosa. You got to imagine that's an Ultra Necrozma. That is such a fast team, isn't it? That is such a fast offensive team. And he's going to go Lele Aselgor. He is going to go Lele Aselgor. So I'm going to go Lunala, definitely. Wow, he's got a very high rating with this team. So he knows what he's doing. But yeah, I don't know. Thinking back to games like that last one, that is the sort of thing that I need to patch up with this team. Because Xerneas can very easily just run through this team if they've got something with Nihilego. But yeah, let's try and think about this one then. He's going to Struggle Bug with his Aselgor. That's what I'm thinking already. But I'm going to go Kangaskhan Lunala again. I do like this lead, Kangaskhan Lunala. I think Brillium's actually pretty good here. And Groudon? I mean, this is going to be interesting. This is just two offensive, fast teams. I mean, the problem is, like, when it's two fast offensive teams, like, the faster team has the advantage, don't they? Like, he's got a lot of Pokemon that are faster than a lot of my Pokemon on his team there. But I'm expecting Lele Aselgor from him. Yep, here we go. And it's probably a Scarfed Lele as well. I think he'll Struggle Bug. But either I Helping Hand Moon Ice Beam into his Lele, which will still get it at -1, or I accept that I'm just not going to knock it out, and I knock the Aselgar out. Neutral Frustration does knock Aselgar out. So I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to throw it down. I don't think he'll Final Gambit anything. I think he will just Struggle Bug. Acid Spray. Okay. I'm happy with that. He didn't expect my Scarf Lunala. I mean, if that's a Focus Sash, Lele, that's the only thing that's going to save him here. Yeah, nice one. So he's probably going for a -2 Moonblast, or maybe a -2 Shadow Ball. But this is the thing with fast defensive teams. One wrong call, and you've lost? Has he lost? Not yet. He'll have Ultra Necrozma and Rayquaza in the back. And he does know that I'm Scarfed now. So, surely he either doesn't Ultra Burst, or he protects his Necrozma. So I'm going to go for a Rock Tomb into his Rayquaza, definitely. If he protects, my Shadow Shield is broken. He can Crunch me. Crunch will knock me out. Is there anything else Rayquaza can do that will actually knock Lunala out? I feel like I should be Moongeist Beaming the Rayquaza here, but I'm going to do it into the Necrozma. Just because I think my Lunala will survive anything other than a Crunch from Rayquaza. I think. Yeah, so he does. I mean, obviously he protects there. Could have very easily made the call to Moongeist Beam into Rayquaza there, but I didn't. If this is banded, it probably knocks me out. Wow. It's Life Orbed. And we hit the Rock Tomb. I'm in Psychic Terrain. I mean, I'm a Ghost type anyway, so you can't Extreme Speed my Lunala, obviously. Nice. But now, I mean, he hasn't got any Intimidate, has we? We're at neutral damage with Kangaskhan here. I think we're just going to go for a Frustration into Rayquaza. He can't do anything to... Well, ooh. Yeah, he's at -2 speed. Kangaskhan just knocks out the Rayquaza, and Moongeist Beam does a lot of damage to his Necrozma, because he's probably not going to Ultra Burst it. Yeah, so he can survive this Moongeist Beam. But that means that Kangaskhan is faster than both of his Pokemon now. Kangaskhan is going down, and we'll have the game. That Necrozma is not going to beat 4 Pokemon by itself. Yeah, nice one. This guy had a high rating. Rock Slide. That's interesting. A physical Ultra Necrozma. That is interesting. But, yeah, we can just put Breloom in. And maybe he Ultra Bursts now. I'm not sure it makes any difference. But we'll just try and Rock Tomb and Low Sweep. Because, you know, either are going to put him slower than both my Pokemon. So, yeah, he's lost the game. And the capture card has stayed working. So, I know this has been a shorter video. And it is a shame to sort of go out with like a shorter one. But I do want a video that doesn't sort of cut out in the middle. Because that would be very good. So, it's been a wild 2 weeks with this team. We have actually won a lot of games. We've won loads more than I thought that we were going to be completely honest. Yep. So just seeing as that's been a bit short, I'll actually show you the team in the box if the capture card stays working. I mean, if it doesn't, then it doesn't. But let's get out of this, and I'll show you the team just to say goodbye, because I'm not going to use this like at Worlds or anything like that. But I find, I thought it's an interesting team. It's unique. It's different. There's a lot of cool things on there. But yeah, it's all my NBL stuff there. But here we go. So there's the Kangaskhan. It is jolly, scrappy as well too. Rock Tomb. Oh, it's gone. Well, well, there you go. It's gone. Yeah, and that's what happened. And that only happened because I started actually touching the DS. That's why I've been so light with this pen touching the bottom screen. But yeah, that's what happens. Let's see if I can make it come back. Yeah, it's not going to have it, is it? Ooh, let's give it a bit of a wiggle. I don't know how this works at all. This cable has had so much wiggling. So much wiggling. But it's not going to have it, is it? Well, I tried. Yeah, it's not having it. Ooh. It's on for a moment. Right. So Kangaskhan. There we go. Kangaskhan. Frustration. Rock Tomb, as you saw over the past 2 weeks, fantastic. -2 speed, cancels out. Geomancy cancels out. Tailwind, really good. Helping Hand, especially with the Scarf Ghost, is amazing as well too. Fake Out, obviously good too. Lunala is the Scarf Ghost. There it is. Moongeist Beam, Psyshock, Ice Beam. We didn't get to use Trick, but any like Lunala is pretty good at stopping Trick Rooms when it's something like a Mimikyu or a Bronzong or another Lunala perhaps with a Helping Hand. If it's something like a Stack Attacker or something that's not weak to Ghost, trick it and it's locked into Trick Room and that's good. Or maybe try and trick a Xerneas as it Geomancies to lock it into Geomancy as well too. Breloom, not the same Breloom that I've been using in 13 and 15. This one, I mean, it's the same, other than Low Sweep. I have got Lele on this team, so Mach Punch doesn't really make a lot of sense. Superpower does make sense on it because at -1, I think there's a chance, if you're adamant, there's a chance it can one-shot Incineroar. But I'm jolly, I like the speed, it means that I'm faster than most Finny, most Kyogre, and I'm faster than something like Coco or Ultra Necrozma at -1 if I Low Sweep it as well too. So Low Sweep is my move there. It's like, almost half the power of Superpower, but the speed control, especially on a Pokemon with Spore, is amazing. I really like that move. Underrated, underused, never used before really, aside from, anyone who's seen my videos now maybe. This Lele, I did have the Z move on it, but I put Adrenaline Orb on it just because I wanted to try and be a bit cheeky, maybe to give me a few more options on jiggling into situations to hit Rayquaza and Yveltal, which is a bit of an issue for the team as well too. Skill Swap for Terrain Control for Breloom, for Weather Control for Groudon, Moonblast Psychic of course as well too. The Adrenaline Orb was pretty cool, like it's cool when it works, doesn't always work though. Groudon, completely special, Eruption Earth Power, Flamethrower as fast as possible to be better than other Groudon. Flamethrower has been pretty good for us, but I would maybe put Rock Tomb on there as well too, just for an extra way to hit Rayquaza for a bit of extra damage. But the speed control as well to put it slower than Breloom, slower than Kangaskhan, slower than itself as well too, slower than Nihilego. Speed control very good on a team that hasn't got Tailwind on it itself, so that's a consideration. And last Pokemon is Nihilego, which is the same as the well, it's not the same spread, but it's the same moves as the European winning one, aside from I've got said Poison on this one to catch people off guard. Finny is an issue, sort of, for this maybe, especially when they've got the Rayquaza that can get a cheeky Scald or whatever. If I can knock Finny out in one hit, I'm happy with that. I have got Groudon and Breloom, and Kangaskhan does a good chunk of damage to Incineroar, so Z-Rock maybe isn't as required, so Z-Poison has been pretty good as well too. But that's the team. I hope you guys have enjoyed these 2 weeks with this team. And, like I've said at probably every video, throughout this time. You know, please get people to you know, watch my videos. Please share them. Please subscribe if you haven't already as well. You know, I appreciate that. It makes me want to do more videos if I see that there's a lot of support for it as well. So thank you guys. I hope you've all enjoyed this, and I will see you for whatever next week brings next week. So we'll see you then. Have a good weekend.